Okay, I'm playing Guess the Move on Chess Tempo, and just a little bit down, my horse is under attack. This is Teresh is white and Shigorin is black, and he's going to play Rook takes d2 and win an exchange. Win two pieces. So I'm going to defend that. Hold on a second. He can't do that because Rook takes knight, Bishop takes Rook. Rook takes bishop, loses, queen takes rook. Huh. I mean, I don't like the fact, though, that he's got my queen tied down to that defense. She wants to be doing other mischief, like taking that c7 pawn, so I think I'd like to play something like knight to b2, and that's kind of cool. It's very defensive, but it is a backwards move, and is there anything I can do that's offensive? Even like, I think that's good. What's he going to do after rook to b2? I like it. I mean, knight to b2. Okay, so I played the move. And it was better than the master's move. But there was another move in the position that was just slightly better than that. So, okay, well, I liked his move. My opponent, Shigorin, who used to play d4, knight to c3, which is, that's an opening I would like to study. And maybe I'll make a video on if I ever learn it. Okay, so he's threatening my knight. My knight should move, and it's got one good square. I actually like this move. The best engine move. Okay. Making some progress here. Now, Teresh, he liked to move knights back to the second rank. Okay. Take a look at this position. Why didn't I just grab me up that A pawn on A6? Well, the answer is because he'll play rook. He'll take my knight and my bishop. Notice how my pieces are tied down. So in a situation like this, you should look at his 7th and 6th ranks and look at where the weak spots are. And I think the answer to that is technically D5 is pretty weak. Possibly his pawns are weak. Like, I can take a pawn. I'd love to take his pawns. Okay, so in order to get a knight, can I play knight to D1, knight to C3, and then knight to D5? I like that move, but what is he going to do to me? I like it. I'm going to try that. He's going to hop, hop, and hop. All right, hop. Ha! Great move. Ha! That was a great move. Where'd he go? Okay, so the actual moves played were... Okay, well, that makes sense. He must be headed to F4. Okay. Man, he really has me tied down because he owns the D file. Okay, imagine this. Knight to D1, knight to F4, knight to C3. And unfortunately, my D3 pawn, the square is weak, and he's going to occupy it with a knight or something. Well, that's a shame. Can I play a prophylactic move like knight to G3? Nope. That's not a prophylactic move. That's a stupid move. Well, so my knight on B2 needs to stay there because it's a critical, covering the critical D3 square. So I don't know. I could play rook to D2, let him play knight to F4, and then play knight to F1. And if he takes, rook takes D1, rook takes D1, rook takes D1, knight takes D1. Both my knights are on the back rank, D1 and F1. But, oh, and then my C4 pawn is hanging. So maybe I would just bring my queen back to C3. Is that safe? Yeah. Queen to C3, knight to F4, bishop takes knight. Pawn takes bishop. Knight to... Ooh, pawn takes bishop. Then say something like knight to B1 there, after pawn takes bishop. Yeah. And then he can play the nest. Well, he can come in that situation. No, he can't. Okay, all my squares are covered. Usually after a long thing like this, I get a big red score, but I didn't. I did okay. That's one we want to check in analysis afterwards. Okay. So he did play there. Now, I was thinking of taking the knight. So bishop takes f4, pawn takes f4. Knight to b1 or knight to f1. Say knight to f1. Oh, this is the one I calculated where that c pawn is hanging. No, it's. Let's just take him. Now, okay, so I've been doing calculations. What I've been doing, and so far, calculations working all right. But I have a hanging knight. The same knight I said would like to go to c3 and then to d5. So why wouldn't that knight want to go to b1? I like putting all my pieces on the first rank. Because what a mess. However, if that knight gets to c3, he would have a great square to go to. That and that alone has me playing that. Lost 7 points doing that. Okay, well here, well, this is pretty simple. If I move my rook to the second rank, I end up getting checkmated, right? Or pretty close. Let's just calculate that. Rook to e2, knight takes, or rook takes knight, check. Rook takes rook, check. Rook to e2, rook takes rook, queen takes rook, bishop takes e1. Yeah, I don't get checkmated, but I lost my queen. I see two ways to do this. One, rook to f1. It's a pretty nasty attack. Or I could play knight to f2. And then after bishop takes knight, king takes f2. Sort of okay. Is that really so bad? Knight to f2, or do I want to play rook to e2? Let's calculate the two. Rook to e2. Can't do that. That's stupid. Already. Throw that variation out. Rook to f1. Now what does he do? Rook to f1 is just a decent move, but then where's my knight going to end up? You know what? It's not a bad thing for my king to wander to f2. However, that does give him a pin. Not much of a pin, but it's a pin. I'm not sure how to tell the difference between those two options. Oh, because if I play knight to f2, my knight can no longer make my journey c3 to d5, and I really think that's a good journey, so I'm going to try it. Of course. Oh, yes! Yes! Take that. After all that debate, my knight move, my rook move is better than the knight move. Ooh, that's a bonus move. take that, Teresh. You know, maybe I could give you a few hints on how to play chess. All right, set up. I'll get a drink of my orange juice. Okay, well that's perked me up a little bit. Give me a little bit of confidence. Where did he move? Rook, queen to h6. Okay, come on. Queen to h6. Can't believe it. What's he doing over there? Why would he move over there? Because bishop to g3, pawn takes bishop, pawn takes g3, knight to f h3 stops all that shenanigans. So I'm not worried about that right now. Wow. So I could actually play let's calculate knight to g4. Knight to g4, queen to I don't understand why the queen's over there anyway, so say he plays knight to g4, bishop takes e1. Oh, because I play knight to h6 with check, and well, that line fails. So knight to g4, king to g5. Oh, okay. You take a line like knight to g4, queen to g6, which is a bad move. And then I have a fork on that e5 square, right? And that would likely be good for me, because if he moves his queen to e6 and I play knight takes d7, he could play bishop takes e1. No, I'm not sure what my knight's doing. Oh, because he's attacking my queen, so I'd have to play queen takes e1, and then he could play queen takes d7, and to count up the pieces in that line, I'd have 3 pieces left, and he'd have 3 pieces. Probably not. See, that's one wrong calculation in that line, and it's just the type of thing that would cause you to lose a game. So let's look at that real quick again. Of course, that's not going to happen, because after knight to g4, he's not going to play queen to g6. He's not going to allow me to have that. He'll play something like, I'm just looking. Okay, say queen to e6. Knight to g4, queen to e6. Now what? Now I play rook to f1. Not sure I like that. I'm not sure I like any of this. Oh, hold on a second. Let's say it's his move here. He'd play bishop takes f2, king takes f2, queen takes h2. right? That's what he's threatening. So I can either play, here's the candidate moves, knight to f1, bishop takes knight, rook takes bishop, rook d1, rook takes, check, rook to f1, rook takes, king takes, and again the h2 pawn fails. So I can't do that. See what I'm saying is that rook to f1, bishop takes knight, and if I play king takes f2, the h pawn fails, and if I play rook takes f2, rook takes bishop, then he just brings his rooks down and wins the h pawn again. So this is all about the h pawn. Now I understand why he made that move. He's a tricky little guy. So let me look at the knight to f4. He's going to play, now I understand he's going to play queen to h5. No wonder people get tired when they play chess. And now I can play rook to f1 in peace. And he could play some other stuff. It's like I need to get my queen back. I need to get my queen back because now he's threatening stuff. All right, I'll do it. I didn't understand that. Where did he move? Oh, I see. Well, that's a unique way. It didn't even cross my mind to play that. He played the best engine move. It's a different way to defend the knight, and I didn't even see it. I saw the threat, didn't see the solution. Okay. All right, so he played queen to g6. Okay. And I'm going to play oh, alarm's going off. Okay, so not sure what his threats are here. It's probably bishop takes knight, rook takes bishop, bishop takes. Not sure. It's probably just a good. Kind of interesting position. Can I play rook to? No, definitely cannot play rook to d2. Actually, I probably could. Rook to d2. Bishop takes knight, king takes bishop. Rook takes rook, knight takes rook. It's a little backwards, but how does... My position has quite a few holes in it there. I wonder if I should just play queen to c3 and bring my queen back to where it can be more active. because I have to be careful. Has he got any concrete threats? Okay, say I play queen to c3, bishop takes e4, rook takes e4, bishop takes knight, king takes knight, and now the rooks come down to d1. I don't know. I'm going to just bring my queen back so it'll be closer to the battle. I played the engine best move. And there goes, see, I figured he'd go there. Alright, I have got to make some progress here. Now, once again, I think he's hoping to play something like bishop takes f2, king takes f2, queen takes h2. But right now it would go down, bishop takes knight, rook takes bishop, and so I think I'm okay there. You know, I don't like the fact that, can I play rook to d2, rook takes, knight takes. I'd like to get control of that file. It's like he's threatening my h-pawn. You know what? I'm sick and tired of him having control of the d file. Screw him. I'm going to play rook to d2, rook takes rook, knight takes rook. And what does he have? Oh, he's got bishop takes knight, king takes. So my rook's busy defending the f2 knight, and if I'm too good of a person to keep defending him, then he's going to win my h-pawn. Is that a problem? Yeah, it is, because of the g3 square. Well, now I'm just getting depressed, you know? Because if I play like rook on e to e2, bishop takes knight, rook takes knight, and he comes down. This calls for some popcorn. The old popcorn helped me figure this out. I am not a happy camper. Rook to f1. Bishop takes knight. Rook on c2 takes bishop. A great move. I played the best engine move. Again, this is beastly. This is beastly. That popcorn helped.